War doesn't just take lives, it takes souls. In the Gundam universe, behind every mobile suit is a human heart, beating, breaking, and sometimes barely holding on. These aren't just battle losses. These are the moments that haunt fans. The ones that made you pause, rewind, cry, rage. Today, we dive deep into the rawest, most devastating emotional collapses in Gundam history. This isn't about which fight was the biggest. This is about which moments shattered us the most. This is the top 10 most heartbreaking moments in the Gundam universe. Number 10. Leila Sun's death, Mobile Suit Gundam 0079. Leila Sun wasn't just a pilot. She was a new type beacon, a symbol of what could have been. She shared a spiritual connection with Amuro Ray, yet served as Char Aznaable's emotional anchor. In the chaos of battle, Amuro kills Leila by accident. But it's no ordinary casualty. Severs a bond between the two greatest rivals in the universal century. The horror isn't just Leila's death. It's the guilt, the broken potential, the love triangle ripped apart by war. Amuro is devastated. Char loses his reason, and the dream of new type understanding dies with her. Number 9. Shin Asuka's breakdown, Gundam SEED Destiny. Shin Asuka's world was already broken. He watched his family die in Orb. But he finds light in Stella, a mentally conditioned extended, more child than soldier. When she's used as a weapon and dies in Shin's arms after Kira defeats her, everything inside him shatters. He tried to save her. Promised her peace. But war doesn't care about promises. And in that moment, Shin's pain turns to fury, twisting a once vulnerable boy into a relentless, misguided weapon. Number 8. Rambaral's Last Stand, Mobile Suit Gundam 0079. Rambaral wasn't a villain. He was an honorable warrior, a man of principle in a war fueled by ideology. And when he finds himself cornered by White Base, he doesn't run. He leads a final, hopeless charge, grenade in hand. He dies not for Zeon, but for dignity. His words live on. This is no Zaku, boy. No Zaku. In his death, we saw the tragedy of loyalty, how even the righteous are crushed by war machines. Number 7. Mulaflaga Sacrifice, Gundam SEED. He called himself the Hawk of Endymion, pilot with style, heart, and one of the best mentor figures in Gundam SEED. But when the Archangel faces certain annihilation, Mu does the unthinkable. He intercepts a positron cannon meant to erase them all. The strike vanishes in light. Mu is gone. His death saved lives, but left a void. He died believing in Kira in peace. And while he's brought back in Destiny, this moment remains burned in fans' minds as the ultimate sacrifice. Number 6. USO watches his mother die, Victory Gundam. Victory Gundam pulled no punches, and the death of USO Yuan's mother is a masterclass in emotional devastation. She's not killed in combat. No, she's ejected from a ship as a decoy with no chance of survival. A deliberate act. And USO watches helplessly. A child watching his mother vaporized before his eyes. This wasn't just war. This was cruelty. It was the moment Gundam reminded us that war doesn't spare the innocent, it targets them. Number 5. Kamille Biden's mental collapse, Zeta Gundam. Kamille Biden lost everyone. For the girl he loved. Emma, his mentor. Rekoa, who betrayed him. And in the end, after defeating Sirocco, Kamille collapses, his mind unraveling. His words become nonsense. His face blank. Zeta Gundam doesn't end in triumph. It ends in trauma. Kamille didn't just win a war. He lost himself. And in that, Zeta drove home one truth. Surviving doesn't mean you're okay. Number 4. The Fall of Takoten Iron-Blooded Orphans. Takoten were the underdogs. The broken boys. The family forged through blood and pain. And they dared to dream of freedom. But in the final arc of Iron-Blooded Orphans, the dream ends. Orga is assassinated in the street, mid-sentence. Then one by one his brothers fall. They didn't lose because they were weak. They lost because the world refused to let them win. And yet, they kept moving. Because as Orga said, we are Takoten. And we don't stop. Number 3. Aina vs. Jinas 08 HMS Team. Sibling bonds are sacred. But what if your brother loses his soul? In 08 THMS Team, Aina Sahalan watches her brother Jinas descend into madness, abusing science, ambition, and ultimately himself. She begs him to stop, pleads for their shared past, but in the end, she pulls the trigger. It's the death of a family and the death of innocence. She loved him. She mourns him, but she had no choice. Number 2. For Murasame's death, Zeta Gundam. For Murasame, made to be a weapon, conditioned to forget who she is. But in Kamille, she found something she never had before, love. And when the battle turns deadly, For sacrifices herself, smiling as she dies to protect Kamille. In her final moments, she becomes human again. Not for the weapon, not for the lab rat, but for the girl who finally made a choice. Number 1. Mikazuki's final stand, Iron-Blooded Orphans. Number 1 is not just a death. It's a eulogy for youth stolen by war. Mikazuki August fought for his family, for Takoten, for a better future. Even when half his body failed him, he still climbed into Barbados. Still fought, still protected the dream. His death is quiet. No cheers, no tears, just the end. And for the first time, Mikazuki is still. No orders, no blood, just peace. Gundam taught us that the cost of war isn't counted in bullets or wreckage, but in broken lives, lost futures, and the memories we can't forget. Which moment shattered you the most? Drop it in the comments and share this with fellow Gundam fans who understand the pain behind the pilots. Subscribe and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I will personally reply to your comment. See you in the next one.